Hello friends, welcome to the course on machine learning. Today we are going to start with the concept that is about kernel SVM. In the previous section we have seen about SVM. Now today we are going to just try to understand what is kernel and why it is required in the SVM and what is the use of it and what is the intuition behind it and how it works and things like that. So let's get started. First of all, you may have seen this image before. In this we have some certain data points that are available, which is green and red, and then we try to use a SVM to create a line. Here in machine learning, that splitting line is referred as hyperplane. So the SVM model will try to create a hyperplane which will try classify these data points, and which will be like this, a linear straight line between both the data points. Now certain cases comes when we can see data points like this. As you can see, the red data points are surrounding the green data points, and we can create a line. We can create a hyperplane, or model can create a hyperplane which will split the data points or to classify them. Now even if you try to create diagonal line, vertical line, horizontal line, you can split or classify the data points using a using a linear separator or a linear hyperplane. So how are we going to deal with such problems? So to deal with that, there are different type of kernel available to us. Now what is kernel? Just think of it kernel as different type of approaches to split or classify these data points, which can be anything, and they have their own different mathematical functions. We are not going to deal with the different mathematical functions. We are just trying to understand them. So as you can see, even if you create a line which classify all the green data points above, you can't classify the red data points. So the model accuracy will be low using a linear kernel. Why it is? Because the data points on the right hand side, they are not linearly separable, and they need to be linearly separable. So there are various kernels. What they do is they try to make it a linear separable using their different approaches. So let's say, as you can see, this is the example as same as before. Let's say we want to classify green apples and yellow lemons, and we are using our SVM model. So if you use a linear kernel, it's not going to make a good classification. So in order to do that, we are going to use non-linear kernels. There are various non-linear kernels available, and the best and default one is RBF, that is radial Gaussian function. And other than that, there are other kernels available such as polynomial, linear, and etc. Now how they do is they try to add another dimension using their specific function which will split these data points. And think of it like that, and think of this axis, or think of this 2D visualization as you are viewing it from a top view, and when you try to view it from a side view and use another axis which is here x2, then it will be like clear here that the green apples and yellow lemons will be different from each other on the specified function which is applied on x2. And then our model will try to create a hyperplane which will split them. To understand that, let's try to see a simple example. Let's say we have data points available in here, and we are viewing from side view. You can think of it as the top view will be the same as before. Now see, you can see the green apples are surrounding the yellow lemons. Let's say we added another dimensionality by adding another axis which is x2, and we will apply a function which is x square here. We all know that the x square function create a curved line from 0 on both right hand side and left hand side. Just think of it that applying this function over this axis, and then projecting the data points over the axis, you can see that the green apples will be on the curve and yellow lemons will also be on the curve, and you can create a hyperplane which will split these data points from each other and will make a classification model. You can see that the green apples and yellow lemons are now separate. They are not linearly separable, they are now separate because of adding a new function by adding another dimensionality into it, which means we are making this 2D dimension space into a 3D dimension space by adding another dimension. Now there There are different types of kernel available, such as linear, poly, RBF. As you can see, this is the linear kernel that we use. It is the RBF kernel and it is polynomial kernel. There are different type of kernel available in our SVC class. You can see here linear, poly, RBF, sigmoid, pre-computed, and they all have their different approaches to split these data points to make it a classification model accurate. And they all have their pros and cons. You can try to change the kernel in our code, and you can try to change and play around with the code of the previous section by changing its kernel and check its accuracy, that how accurate it's predicting. As you can see, this is the whole code that we understand in the previous section about the SVM. All we are going to do is just we are going to change the value of kernel that is available here, which was linear. First we applied RBF here, and it's by default RBF2. So let's try to execute this. You can see that it created a confusion matrix, and you may remember the accuracy was around like 90% from SVM using a linear kernel. You can see here it makes the classification with accuracy of around like 64 plus 29, that is 93. So it makes an accuracy of around like 93%, which is 3% more than the previous. So it's quite great. You can try to play around with the code, and by changing the kernel to different values such as sigmoid, poly, and Gaussian, and others. Now that's it for our today's session. Hope you like it. Enjoy, keep learning.